You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you, me, a raven? Edgar Allan Poe?
I think you know what I am.
That's the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
So the narrator's just a burb? What are you? Are you something like me? I think we only have a limited amount of questions. Yeah, it's like every time I ask you, so like it like breaks. Met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I was supposed to seal this, was I? What's this place? Where are you? You can just straight up destroy the mirror.
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Has every narrative really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh my. Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
I have so many questions for you.
You can ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Oh god, that was one of my questions.
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
You do know about the looping because so many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them that you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
True.
Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
What if we don't want to, though? Although we have pretty much been doing that all the way. What is the princess? Did you make her too? Oh. If you made me, then what am I? Yeah.
The Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
We're the Long Quiet, which is this area where we are right now. Run out of questions. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Goodbye,
Like I
narrator.
said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
At the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Never got to ask the question about what the princess was. Yeah, bring the wraith to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. And how many brought the... 33%. Yeah, there's a lot of princes. There's gotta be a lot more.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Almost feels like there's gonna be at least warrant another playthrough just to try other things.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Yep. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
At least we get to see her butt right there. Do you know the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
What do you mean? Most of the time I went and stabbed you.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories you've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? That's what it's true. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, the entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do that. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay the princess, slay the princess. It's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Yes, absolutely Elden Ring prequel.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Why don't you have a say in all this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
I am actually, obviously without saying what they are, I do wonder how many more variations of the princess I still have to encounter as well.
If we didn't, The winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife.
Obviously, you mentioned the maiden. Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I was just exploring the dialogue options. There's the Wraith.
Flesh is the vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh and mine. Look forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency, but agency requires action. Action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove passion itself from
Is this going to reflect all the choices I made? Oh my god. Wait. When forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body, you chose agency, but agency requires action, and action requires an endless tapestry of events. In your final moments, would you remove action itself from reality? I don't want that world to come to pass. Can you say certainty what shape a world without you will take? Ooh, I won't engage with violence. She didn't give me much. This is a difficult choice to make. Like, she didn't give me much choice, in all honesty. Oh, this music, it's really like a near thing. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna go with my gut here. You didn't give me much choice.
And yet still you chose. To be capable of change is to be capable of choice.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain
Oh,
that
is this the adversary?
and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
Ma'am?
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Honestly, that was the voices in my head and Twitch chat, but still. It was beautiful. It was meaningless. Neither of us could ever truly win. It was unnecessary. We could have worked together to build something better. We didn't have to hurt each other. I would engage with violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender? No? Remain silent. Yeah, it was unnecessary. We could have worked together to build something better. I guess we'll find out.
But for us, that was better. For me, there was no better end. I lost myself in an artistry so profound that it lifted both of us into something greater.
Because there was some that she didn't absorb, as far as I'm aware.
Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
Yeah, she stabbed us multiple times. Obviously, we had the damsel.
Stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I do know we had the tower. That was our first one. And the Fury, as well as also Razor. So, So you had a desire, and you set your desire free. You lifted me, and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. I had the option to still kill her when we were leaving. I blind by emotion, we both knew that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me. Whew. I'd like to. I do wonder how 11 of it, what, still for me to see? Holy shit, yeah, there's definitely another playthrough to go through. Just different choices. I never had the option to resist the tower, you see.
Then there's no need for you to fight with the eye. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
I won't leave with you, not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Yeah, that was the arms race against the Razor True. My god, that was just constant fighting.
On and on it goes until your bodies are
Best
not
wifey.
your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If I hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning. Yep. Absolutely.
And even then, what we saw was not...
Like a true Dark Souls player.
When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
I have a feeling I'm not going to get the best ending, but like they say at the start of the game, there is no wrong choices.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
Because obviously there's loads of options of like not taking the dagger in, just kill her when she feels like we're just about to leave. Always leave with her.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. So if I am, if I'm not a body. So what am I if I'm not a body? That's kind of weird. Like all these options are weird. Extra, you know, philosophical. But what am I if I'm not a body?
You are you.
Thank you. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake your will you begin to shake your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
I feel like we're probably losing her.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never want to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry, Slay the princess. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist, Slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Ooh. I don't know. I've never quick loaded, but still. My heart feels like my soul is screaming this option here.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
We got the hero back. Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
We started with the heroes, so yeah.
It's time to resume our dance.
You have more arms than legs than me. This is unfair.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
She can dance better. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much.
Too much booba.
Table,
A lot of booba.
knife and a door. And some windows.
It's just a sea of booba.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
I just noticed the windows. It's her.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And
I did.
know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah, we are going to need the blade. Just you and me.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Right, are really gone.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
I love the fact that obviously I saw exploring as just like, oh, you're just exploring your options, blah, 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 but some of them literally do lead into actual choices. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, I don't think he put it through. I'm kind of sad to see, I actually am kind of sad to see him go.
It's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
He has. Hate the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
I mean, I have the quick load so we can see what happens if we just leave with her.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are.
She's not
knife
chained
in
up.
hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Let's sit with her. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
Damn it, there's an ad break right now. Of course there's an ad break right now. Good lordy Lou. I guess I could look at some of the achievements. There's a lot of achievements. Yeah, because we never pledged our obedience either. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh, I do like that. The frog, it was in her nature. Pick up a passenger and take her to a destination. Only for fear, see what hides behind her. We can actually see what hides behind her mask? Wow. Okay. The good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. Damn. I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I'm sorry, slay the princess, slay the princess. To be fair, our journey with her has not been a very good relationship. But, I mean, those are my choices, so yeah.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Yeah.
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
So you are all powerful, but you're only what I can make you be, I guess. That's, I mean, I got that as I went through. So I don't have the power to do it myself, but I have the power to make her have the power, which is very strange, but pretty cool.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
What would resetting it do? Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually. We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't? How do we know we haven't? We done this before? That's a bit weird. Isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us. Agree to a plan. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess. Oof. Yeah. I have to choose this
I don't
one.
think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Yep, or at least in one reality we have.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
We are going to find ourselves back here eventually. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
It is a love story.
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me too.
Considering my actions throughout most of the game, it is a bit weird to suddenly change my mind. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to do a playthrough of just like Murder Hobo all the way. Just no matter what, just stab, stab, stab. We have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually, something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
I did say a few times as well that I will be killing her as soon as I saw her again, so yeah. I don't know if I want to agree to her plan. Oh. I guess, are we slaying her or agreeing to her plan? Oof. Obviously, we still have this option to explore as well if you wanted to. Give me a sec. I am giving you a sec. Which we don't really release her. That's the thing. We just kind of reset everything. We're just running away from the problem. I mean, I can save here. Yeah, I can absolutely save here. Like, actually save here, rather than not saving. I guess we'll be slaying the princess. Because we be Stabby. Stabby's been with us all the way. Except that one time we didn't have Stabby.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out.
But then that world won't have death.
Despite our differences, I've always loved you. And I wish you nothing but the best.
I did wait. We have the load. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruit of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. But right, this is the non-canonical ending we're going with. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. But you might as well witness it at the moment. And then the shattering. You are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
Voice of the Broken.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Hello there, stubborn.
We really did win, didn't we?
It doesn't feel like winning.
We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
Voice of the Skeptic. We never actually met the Skeptic.
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this. That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself. Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I'm kind of looking forward to hearing what the Smitten says.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Aww.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem.
Contrarian.
Yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A New and Unending Dawn Slay the Princess, created by Tony Howdhouse and Abby Bingy. That was really good. Oh, it's a married couple. Interesting. Was this marriage therapy? The voices in your head, Jonathan. Jonathan says, thank you. Man, that was really freaking good. A Wednesday Snake, Spoon Cat, and Nub's Small Mod. That's an axolotl. Here's the game. The Good Alien doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by pressing H. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Really? I mean, I'll take a screenshot. Join the Discord, follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. I'd like to make my playlist. Oh, it's actually on Spotify. Holy crap. Okay. I've taken a screenshot anyway, so... What's the other game? I have no idea. Get into menu. Yeah. Oh, we had a lot. That was amazing. Scarlet Hollow was there. Is their other game? Ah. That's slightly different. But it looks pretty good. Low game. We agree to her plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
As she stabs us. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We're at the beginning again. Apparently continue to the cat. What if we do turn around and leave? You're on a path in the woods. At the end of the path is a cabin. That's never ending. Noish. I mean, all of those were ones we've gone through before anyway, which is like, okay. Wow, different playlists there. That's nice. Yeah, agree to the plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I...
Remain silent.
Yeah, it's better if we don't say anything.
Hey, I love you.
Okay, let me just go to the load thing. Where is it? If I do a quick load, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We could. Let's do it. Agree to a plan.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. She takes the blade.
I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.
You hear the Slayer at the end of the world. Just silently continue to the cabin. Yeah, slay the princess. It just basically just looping. God damn. That's the one. The only other one we can do, I saw Manly Badass Hero there as well. Is obviously we load the quick load. It's the god mode. We still have the option to try and slay this monstrosity as well, or even leave. Your cruelty is sovereign. I can't let you exist. What happens?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
What does that achieve? Recard meaning through conflict. Okay. Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel a sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. Pretty glad the conscious pressing on you, combining you across the system. Yeah, we've done this before.
I love you.
Oh. Take a hand. Oh no, hand holding. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Special fans to Gab Smolders, Manly Badass Hero. I have watched this guy. Horror visuals. Oh. And now to see what happens if I just try and straight up murder her. Let's get a few achievements this way.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
So Hero's with us right now. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our...
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I can do this sort of thing. I can do that here on my own.
You can't, and lucky for you, I'm not going to let you try.
Damn it. It takes us down here. What if I don't get the knife in?
I'd say we were back.
Into the basement.
It is. Have you given up on slaying her?
Although I did say that I was going to slay her.
Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my
Sounded
sake.
just like that. A little sharp, a little...
Yeah, that's different from before.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, hands empty. And here I thought you wanted to kill me. Are you getting cold feet? Are you trying to give me a fighting chance? Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yeah, I don't have the choice to ever do this. I think it's basically the same no matter what at this point. I really want to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
You were the one who decided to come down here without a weapon. So, what's your plan?
I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Take her hand in yours.
Okay then. Let's leave.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Thank you. Are you going to be okay alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right, but I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Let's leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I mean, neither of us know what it's going to be like out there.
It's something new. But whatever it is, we'll face it. Together.
And what happens next, whatever it is, you'll face to go, damn, getting quite a few endings. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.